It's going to be a very dusty third of the stage once they leave Antofagasta, going from the coast up road by 180 kilometres to the start of the stage. It's a big one, 418 kilometres, looping right round to the beach, literally, at IQK. Stéphane Peterhansel lost nearly 2¼ hours 24 hours ago after having prop shaft problems on his BMW X3. And on board with Peterhansel, with Jean-Paul Cotre, once more giving you some idea of what the battering is like for these guys out there in the desert on this Dakar rally. They made a rocket start. Peterhansel was victorious, but only just under a minute ahead of the rest of the field. Peterhansel has got some catching up to do. He's on the bubble of the top 10, but he's 2 hours back. Now, Carlos Sainz, he was pretty well leading the whole way, but in the end got pipped at the stage finish by Stéphane Peterhansel. Nearly having a moment hitting some of the rocks, and with his new co-driver Lucas Cruz still learning each other's idiosyncrasies. Mark Miller, third on today's stage, but losing 9 minutes to Peterhansel. He won't be so worried about that, but Mark Miller has only lost 47 seconds to Carlos Sainz. Miller, who started the day third in the overall standings, 9 minutes and 39 back. So it's a Volkswagen 1, 2 and 3 as we reach this stage 6. Which Volkswagen is it going to be? Or will Robby Gordon manage to leapfrog all three of them and end up by being victorious? Now here is Robby Gordon, and Robby, it's his kind of stage, just as it was yesterday. He had a belt pop off and he also had a navigational problem, so he could easily have been victorious yesterday. Massive amounts of suspension travel with this Hummer 3, and here he is managing to just about squeeze past Mauricio Neves of Brazil and getting onto the road, and that's an important manoeuvre on a rally such as the Dakar, because as you will see in a moment, Neves, well, he just has to stop because there's no way he can see through that dust. Gordon has the advantage. Gordon, though, unfortunately, he lost some time in the stage, another 50 minutes gone. Massive problems, though, for Neves. He had a multiple roll, and the Brazilian is out of this year's Dakar. He's been airlifted away for checks on his back. He's been given some morphine. Well, who wouldn't after a massive roll at well over 100 miles an hour? The Volkswagen has been destroyed, and Neves is out. Portugal's Carlos Sousa back in a Mitsubishi for the 2010 rally. Well, keeping himself to himself so far on this rally. He's in 5th overall. Now, leader of the early part of the stage was BJ Baldwin in the Hummer, the sister machine to that of Robby Gordon. Kellen Walsh alongside him. They were doing well, and they are really getting into the groove now. After a disastrous day yesterday, Stéphane Peterhansel has been victorious today, less than a minute ahead of Carlos Sainz. Nasser Al-Attiyah and Nowitzki 5th on the stage. Therefore, in the overall standings, it's still a Volkswagen 1, 2 and 3, Sainz, Al-Attiyah and Miller. Sousa and now Holovic 4th and 5th. Peterhansel saying, I'm surprised. Apparently, we've done a good time, but we were in the dust of some slower cars for the first 200 Ks or so. We lost a lot of time, but over the last 150 clicks, we made good navigation, and I'm actually quite surprised to win. We were behind Miller for quite a while until we could then overtake him in the dust. I didn't have any problems, just had too much dust, that's all.